Hey there, comic book friends and fiends. It's Rob here in front of the Great Wall of Comics. We got ourselves a stack of boxes, and it's another Slabbin Monday. All right, so a bunch of boxes here. Uh, various. Get those down there. We'll pull them up one at a time here. Some slabs purchases from various locations. This one. This was packaged. First of all, they used this FedEx box. It was inside of a U.S. mail box that then inside of there was inside of a FedEx mailer. So it was well packed. This was, I think, okay. This is eBay. Um, these were deals. So items I was watching. I just had on my watch list, and then somebody put them up on sent an offer, and then I countered it with a lower offer, and they took it. And so, well, all right, cool. These are some cool. This is a Bruce Timm cover. This is a nice. I love Bruce Timm's artwork. Everything. Superman Adventures presents Supergirl Adventures, number 21. Awesome Bruce Timm book. And you got the evil Kryptonians there, Zod and Nod and Feora in the background. So that's cool. Little Bruce Timm cover action. That's a nice. This will be a nice one for a future signing. You can get a nice Bruce Timm signature right there. That'll be cool. All right, this next one. This is one I need actually. This I was so happy when this came up because this is a book. So I'm a Batman Beyond fan, and so I've got all the issues except for in the very first volume. I'm missing a couple. Um, I was able to pick up the first appearance of Ink the other day at a convention or fan expo this year, and I have issue number one. But issue number one, although it gets all the hype, it's not the first appearance of Terry McGinnis as Batman Beyond. Of course, that belongs to a potentially completely different book, but the first book, Terry McGinnis is in it, but he's not Batman Beyond. It's Bruce Wayne in the costume. Issue 2 is the first time that Terry McGinnis puts on the Batman Beyond costume. And oddly enough, what's really interesting here, and this is it here, it doesn't even notate it there, which is really bizarre. It is a key book. This is a book that has slowly been climbing and trying to get a near mint high quality copy for inexpensive was proving to be difficult. And then lo and behold, bam, managed to get one. So I'm happy with that. Another Bruce Timm cover. We have Batman Beyond number 2. That means I think I only need one issue left now to finish off that first volume of Batman Beyond. So that's kind of cool. Yeah. All right. What was that? Yeah, $75. All right. Next up. Nicely bubble wrapped here. These. Look at my tracking number. I wrote on the box tracking number. Okay. So these are from Scary's Comics. Scary's Comics sells on eBay, or not eBay. No, he might. They're a local. They're a LCS. They do a lot of stuff on Instagram, is what I meant to say. Big. He's always buying collections, and then doing on claim sales and stuff, and done some pretty crazy deals. As a matter of fact, he's the guy that I managed to get those 3 ASM 365s off of for couple, for I think it was like $65 a pop that I paid, and we then gave away two of them during the Comics Curing Cancer event, and we'll be doing. Well, as recording this, I might have already done it. It all depends on what the poll ended up being for the 1,000 subscriber giveaway, because we're giving away one of them with that. Which, incidentally, with that 1,000 subscriber giveaway in our rear view, and as we're looking forward, I want to let you know January 8th, mark your calendar, we're going to have an interview with Tony from EGS Comics. He's going to be coming by. We'll be going live with him, and we'll talk about EGS Comics, what his thoughts on grading and everything are, and get opportunity for you guys to ask him questions about what he thinks. Anyways, so Scary's Comics, I got two books here. This one was kind of like I got it because it was more of a throw-in for me, because the other book was the one I wanted. He came down quite a bit to the price close to the price I wanted, but to make the deal good, we ended up having to get this one involved. Forever People #1. This is a 4.5, so not necessarily a high grade copy, but there you go. You got first full appearance of Darkseid and the first appearance of Forever People. So there, it presents pretty well. I'm going to say backside's pretty good. Oh, I mean, it's dirt and stuff around the edges and whatnot. Yeah, rusty staple. Rusty staple? That could be a porn star. Alright, so here we go. This is the book that I wanted. Silver Age, it's not really, not a huge Silver Age key, but it's a Silver Age key, and as a Batman fan, it's one of those Silver Age keys that's kind of gets forgotten about because it doesn't happen in the Batman books. And of course, I'm talking about the first Silver Age appearance of the Catwoman, which appears in Superman's girlfriend Lois Lane. Number 70 here. There you are on a 6.0. The first Silver Age appearance of Catwoman. And of course, down here we have Super Pussycat, formerly Superman. So I guess she captured Superman and turned him into a cat, and has a habitat kryptonite cage, because they just sell those apparently for no reason whatsoever at the local pet store. You could go and pick up the kryptonite cage for your Kryptonian that you've turned into a cat, because it happens all the time, apparently. Anyways, it's a catastrophe for Superman when he's bewitched by Batman's feline foe, the Catwoman's black magic. And then she says, "Turning Superman into a cat was my most perfect crime, Lois, and now I'll change you into a mouse." So Superman can eat Lois, I guess. Right. And special guest star, the villain, the Penguin. It's amazing. All right, next up. What is this one? Do I know what this one is? I don't. I don't know, but I've been told. Alright. Nicely well wrapped. This is the problem. I get these in, and they sit here, and then it's time to do stuff, and then I forget what I have. And I feel really kind of weird, like, who's this guy who doesn't know what he has? Especially after I gave Chris grief about that. At one point in his mailbox during COVID, I gave Chris the comic book grief because he had I think he had Amazing Spider-Man 3 in his mailbox, and he didn't know which one. I don't know, I have 2 or 3 or something. No. How can you not know? Oh yeah, okay. So, ooh, good. This book might be able to take up. All right. So this is I have this book, but I have a raw copy, and it's really, really bad condition. And I wanted to get an upgrade, and the opportunity came off of Shortbox to pick this book up. It's already slabbed at a deal, and so it was a win-win for me because it's not an easy book to get in a decent grade. This is Amazing Spider-Man 30 in a 6.0, so that's a beautiful grade for this book. But what's better about it, and I don't know if it's going to show here, but as I'm looking at all along here, I can see there's a lot of waviness and a lot of pressable issues. So this book could definitely, and I'm seeing it on the cover, so pressing could definitely improve the looks of this book. There's even like a dog ear on the back corner here. Um, there's now whether or not the pressing itself is going to be enough to get a grade bump. That's the question, because there's a fair decent number of color breaking marks and stuff on this book. I have to really kind of scrutinize it here, but there's a good chance that there's no reason to press it, because when you get into that 6.0, 6.0 is a really reasonable grade for a book of this age. Once you start tallying up all these ticks and lines, you start measuring and going, okay, there's a color breaking line that runs through here that's about 2 inches long, and then there's another one here. And when you start factoring those things in, once you slow your roll for a moment and go, oh, then there's a color breaking line here, and then we have on the back side here, we have a spot where a little piece of the cover's missing, and you factor it all in there, and at the end of the day, I think we leave it just the way it is, because I don't think we're going to get a grade bump. Anyways, first appearance of Cat Burglar. Not to be confused with the Hand Burglar. Q. Checking off another ASM off the list. All right, that means I know this last book. So this last book, this was acquired. This was kind of funny. So I had recently got in, I had finished off my Tom Corbett Space Cadet run. And a buddy of mine said, hey, that 400, because I've mentioned in the video that my Dell 400, that it came back like a 3 or 3.5 or something like that, maybe a 4, whatever it was. I wasn't happy with the end grade because it's such a great cover, and I really wanted a little bit better cover, but couldn't find one at the time. He pinged me and said, hey, if you find an upgrade, let me know. I might be interested in your other Dell 400. So I said, okay. And then all of a sudden, I happened to be looking somewhere, and I stumbled across Delk 4-color 400 in a 7.0, already slabberinoed, and I couldn't believe the price they were asking. And I said, I will take it. And so there I go. And Scott, that means that other 4-color 400 is available. And I'll tell you what, I'm just going to A-OK it to you, my friend. You've been cool. You've been very kind to me on some things in the past and A-OK'd me some things. It's coming your way. And I'm happy as all hell to get myself a beautiful copy of this. This is just a great cover with a rocket ship and them wrestling over the ray gun with bubble helmets. Just an awesome, awesome book. And the magna boots. Look at that. You got the little magnets on the boots so they can stick to the hull while they're wrestling. Whew. That's just sex appeal, baby. All right, so there we go. We got the Tom Corbett. We have ourselves a sub 100. God, I can't get the slab off. You got to tell me though, which one of these was your favorite? The Tom Corbett, that's a sexy looking cover. But I mean, we have a sub ASM 100, and anytime we get a sub 100 ASM, that's always a win. But then We get that first Silver Age appearance of Catwoman. That's freaking dope. The first appearance of Darkseid. That's insane. Then we get our first Terry McGinnis uh, in the Bat in the as Batman Beyond in the first volume of Batman Beyond, and then we get ourselves another Bruce Timm book there with that. I don't know what the I don't know. I don't know what the favorite is. You guys tell me. Just put a comment down below. And until next time, guys, you collect what you want. Don't listen to anybody, including myself, because I'm just a fat man with a fat stack of comics and a fat opinion. Thanks for watching.